You get paid in proportion to the difficulty of the problems that you solve. Elon Musk said that once. You get paid in proportion to the difficulty of the problems that you solve. Most people that don't make money, they don't solve problems. They don't spot problems. They don't capitalize on problems. If you solve small problems, you'll get paid very little. The guy flipping the patties, like Tate says, somebody's got to flip the burgers.
It's true.
But they solve very small problems. So they get paid in proportion to what? Solving that problem. You put a man on Mars, you'll get paid in proportion to solving that problem. So you need to focus your time, your energy, and attention to solving big problems.
All right, let's get into this. I'm going to be talking today about so-called worthless meme coins, in particular Dogecoin, and I'm going to do some interesting comparisons, some of which I know are just going to probably tick some people off. The question is, do these meme coins solve any problem at all? And why are they continuing to rise in value? Is it just pure, unadulterated speculation? Could it in any way be referred to as an investment? I'm actually going to make a comparison in this video just to make a couple people mad. Which is a better investment? Elon's Dogecoin. We know that Dogecoin is the only meme coin that claims Elon Musk as a billionaire baby daddy, but we're also going to then ask ourselves, which is a better investment? Elon's Dogecoin or Elon's Tesla right now? I'm going to run some numbers for you on what the prospective outcomes could be and how soon each of those ideas could be realized. And then I'll let you guys know if I'm actually considering it and what I'm going to do with my Dogecoin speculation or investment. We shall see by the end of the video which it sounds more like. This is the Stocks with Josh show, making a weekend video for you guys with a little bit of inspiration, some entertainment, and I think a serious investment idea that I'm going to lay out for you guys. This is going to be a good one. A couple guys in the comment section were getting on me. You know, they're like, Josh, you stopped talking about Dogecoin. Oh, he doesn't want to talk about Dogecoin, they said. It's like 2 or 3 days has passed and Dogecoin goes down 1 or 2 pennies and people are losing their minds. Nothing has changed in regards to my view on Dogecoin, and I'm going to lay into it even more today to show you guys how specific my views and how refined my investment views on Dogecoin have become. I'm going to share this article with you. Dogecoin has skyrocketed 8,000% in the last 5 years. Is it the best crypto to buy with $1,000 right now? When they make a strong case in this article that it actually is. They compare it, Dogecoin to Bitcoin, and give out some friendly reminders about the success that Dogecoin has experienced as a crypto project over the course of time. But one of the statements that they made caused me to think. Basically, they said that Dogecoin has only short-term prospects and no long-term value because it doesn't solve any problems, like our beginning video suggested, that to get to be worth the big bucks, you got to solve the big problems. And says, well, Bitcoin has accomplished that. Bitcoin we know to be a financial store of value, as well as the fact a safe store of value of wealth and the ability to transport large sums of money across borders and to not lose your wealth based on whether or not your government has failed. So Wall Street has found a reason to invest in Bitcoin, but they still don't believe that there's any real reason to be investing in these meme coins. Well, we're going to explore that a little bit today. We're going to go deeper into the idea, does Dogecoin solve a problem? I have made some suggestions as to the type of problem that it solves, but I want people to understand that Dogecoin is not something that just came around yesterday. This thing is virtually as old as Bitcoin. It's been around for a little while and it has survived a number of winters. And right now, today, it is sitting as the 6th most important crypto in all of cryptocurrency by market cap, above a lot of other projects that do seek to solve a lot of problems. So why is this meme coin winning? Is this just hype, investment, and retail fantasy? No, I don't think so. And the reason why Dogecoin is thriving right now is because of what it represents in the scope of capitalism and democracy. You know, it is a popularity contest, and as people have moved in and shown love and value and bought up Dogecoin, it's because they've said, we believe in this. Now, Dogecoin is essentially an offshoot of Litecoin. Litecoin was a fork of Bitcoin, and so this project goes right back to the beginning of Bitcoin, and it became a variation, and it was a variation that people began to run with. Now, here's what makes it interesting, and I keep outlining this, and I'm going to talk about it again today, why Elon Musk, a billionaire like none other in the world, constantly bringing technology to the forefront. Why does this guy like Dogecoin? He sees how it could be used potentially on the X platform. And I'm going to get into that here in just a minute. But utilizing this as a coin and as a community in which people have found value and integrating it into a business is a lot easier done bypassing a ton of regulation for crypto projects that are still perhaps operating as securities, unregulated securities. Dogecoin had no ICO. It was really just something that got pushed into the market and has thrived through bull cycles and winters, and it's continuing to find a place. So you could say that it was almost like divine destiny that Dogecoin came into being, and every other meme coin you're invested into right now exists for whatever is making Dogecoin interesting, popular, and relevant. Whatever problem that people are perceiving that it might solve, that's the reason every single meme coin that you're investing in, and some people have made millions of dollars, it's the reason they're thriving, and Dogecoin is where it all began. So I will suggest to you that as Dogecoin becomes one of the first meme coins that gets a form of adoption, in a practical adoption like Elon Musk has potentially suggested with the X platform, that it'll give immediate value to all the rest of the meme coins. It'll all of a sudden begin to come into perspective that Dogecoin and the meme coins can solve problems. And that brings us to our next headline article. Will Doge flip XRP as Elon Musk obtains X payments licenses? Dogecoin could be on the verge of another rally after billionaire Elon Musk secured 3 more licenses for X payments. You know, I do think that Dogecoin has to be in his future plans. He has done nothing to disalign or remove himself from that narrative. He has specifically come out and said over time that he hasn't sold any of his Dogecoin, affirming those who believe that he may be doing something with this. Again, why do we think that he might do something with Dogecoin? Because the government cannot classify Dogecoin as a security, so he can use it as a payment system, bypassing complicated regulation that has stopped other crypto projects, or would be a lot harder for other crypto projects to secure. Now, here's what's interesting. So let's talk about the market cap. This particular article was about market cap, and it highlighted the fact that XRP is the 5th largest market cap crypto in the world at $34 billion, suggesting that so far this has been perceived as an extremely important crypto project. You know, I have recently done some clowning on XRP. It's not unreasonable to almost call XRP a stablecoin, which is one of the worst insults that you can give to a growth crypto project. And what's interesting is that Dogecoin is very quickly on the heels of potentially surpassing XRP. Dogecoin is in the next place with a $24 billion market cap. And by contrast, they are slightly ahead of ADA with a $22 billion market cap, ahead of AVAX, SHIB, DOT, Link, Matic, Uniswap, NEAR, and ICP. And so if those are one of your favorite crypto projects, it's about time that you stop looking down and clowning on Dogecoin, imagining that ICP or Matic or Link is somehow going to become the next technology that solves the problems that the world is looking for solved. It might not be the case. It might be that Dogecoin, ahead of them all, is actually the one who's best positioned to solve real world problems. And if we look at the price action of both Dogecoin versus XRP, we know that XRP is up 13% in the last 30 days, but Dogecoin has gotten up 91% in the last 30 days. And so again, you got to ask yourself, has the market spoken? Is there something happening with Dogecoin that seems more relevant to everybody's everyday life right now than XRP? Now, here's something I thought was fascinating. There are 10,000 new Dogecoins mined every single minute. So it does not have the same limited supply that Bitcoin has. So every single minute of every single day, they're printing 10,000 new Dogecoins. So right off the bat, a lot of you are like, oh, I didn't know that. That sounds terrible. 10,000 new Dogecoins put into the system every day. That sounds like inflation, Josh. Guys, stop. Listen, the US dollar is producing 3.6 million new dollars and new debt every single minute. And so the tokenomics of Dogecoin, this so-called crap coin, meme coin, not even a justifiable investment, something that solves no problem? Well, I can tell you right now, it's solved the problem of inflation better than the US dollar, comparing 10,000 a minute to 3.6 million a minute. So we've got to be willing to look at the facts of reality. Don't wait until this thing pumps up to $1 and then all of a sudden you begin to get caught up to why that's happening. I'm trying to catch you guys up to that today. This is my second singularly focused video on Dogecoin, and it's not because I love Dogecoin. It's that the facts are interesting and exciting and they tell the story, and that's why I'm going after them. All right, I ran some numbers on what an investment, an equally weighted investment between Doge and Tesla stock would look like. Now, I am not suggesting that you sell all your Tesla and you buy Doge. Matter of fact, I will give you my suggestion for your consideration at the end. But here's the question of this comparison. Which of these is going to 2x first? Do you believe that Dogecoin has the opportunity to go up 100% from here faster than Tesla has the ability to go up 100% from here? And largely the price of Dogecoin has been around 16 cents. And so what that would look like would be a move to 32 cents. And Tesla's been trading at around $166. And I have given the potential target of it reaching $315. And so the question is, which one's going to get there first? So if you were to buy 1,000 shares of Tesla at $166, you would have a $166,000 investment. And if the target was $315, that would be a 90% pop from its current price, giving you a total profit of around $150,000. Now let's compare that to an investment of equal weight in Dogecoin. If you were to have $166,000 of Doge at 16 cents, that would equal 1,037,500 Dogecoins. And my current target for Dogecoin is actually 36 cents. That would equal, if we reach that price, a $208,000 profit, which 36 cents is structural resistance and a likely place in where Dogecoin could easily move if Elon were to come out with a big news story utilizing it for the X platform. Now, the last time that Elon Musk promoted or talked about his adoption of Dogecoin, it actually went up in just 1 week, 513%. And so that shows you the power of the meme coin. It also shows you the power of Elon Musk's influence. Now, if that X factor of putting Dogecoin on X platform were to have an equal move, that would put the price of Dogecoin all the way up to 98 cents and could potentially see a move like that in just 1 week's time if it were to do the same thing that it did the last time that Elon shouted it out. So, a couple questions I want us to examine. Are meme coins more popular then or now? Is it more likely that if Elon Musk were to actually come out and integrate Dogecoin, that it could move in this environment where meme coins are even more hot? Could it move that much at this point right now? Okay, and so if we take a step back and look at this big picture, we know that Elon Musk, as I said recently, he's not much that he can do to move Tesla stock. So at this point, we got to wait for the Fed to lower rates, for the market to begin to see their opportunity to grow profits and revenue later this year. But there's one thing that has taken up a lot of Elon's attention, and that's the X platform. And as my leading headline story suggested, they have recently applied for 3 more licenses from the United States government to handle transactions on the X platform. We're right in the middle of the crypto cycle. He has alluded to this as a possibility in the past, and if he was ever going to do it, now's the time. All that he's going to be waiting for is a moment in which the market is firing higher. He's going to be strategic about it. He's going to want to get the most bang from his buck because he's personally invested in Dogecoin. Tesla's invested in Dogecoin, and who knows, maybe he's going to pump Dogecoin to give Tesla a much needed injection of liquidity. So here's what I've got going on, and here's the way that I'm looking at it right now. No, I do not intend to sell my Tesla shares and invest or dump that money into Dogecoin. But I do have $20,000 worth of Dogecoin that I'm holding on to right now. Now, that is roughly around 142,857 Doge, and if we did get that move to 98 cents, right under $1, that would equal $140,000. And I would take that $140,000 if that move occurs. And while Tesla's down in the dump on the cheap, another company that I think Elon Musk is more than capable of pumping and bringing back to its heights in the course of 2024, I would buy me some Tesla shares and I would get the best of both worlds. And if we then did get to $315, my 140K would be on its way to $300,000 in value, starting off with just $20,000. That wouldn't be a bad turn of events. 20,000 to over $250,000. Follow me on the journey. Let's see how it works out. That's the game plan that I like, or I find the most attractive, and I thought you guys would at least find it interesting. Now, come on. Throw some hearts in that comment if you enjoyed this show and the breakdown and the analysis of both Tesla, Elon Musk, Dogecoin, the meme coins, and Bitcoin. I think it's pretty good stuff. I'm going to point out one thing that I really am finding very attractive in Dogecoin's technicals right now. But before I do, I wanted to answer a question for folks who have recently gotten the MEXC trading account that I had introduced on this show. I keep introducing MEXC together with NORD VPN. And yet I've got people in the comments saying I signed up for MEXC in the United States and they told me that I cannot use the platform. Well, let me keep it simple. That's why you also need a NORD VPN account, because the NORD VPN account simply conceals where you're at in the world. I point my NORD VPN account to Iceland. Then I'm able to get access to different crypto projects around the world that are currently not available to US citizens. There's more than one way of doing that. You can also use a secondary passport, but the NORD VPN is the quickest and fastest route. Now, you do not need to store your crypto on MEXC. You can get in, make your trade, transfer your crypto out very easily, but you need that NORD VPN router to accomplish it. I'm just giving you guys this update so you understand that if you are in the United States, you can use MEXC. And the reason why we're considering using MEXC at all, it's not because we're trying to find another exchange and that Coinbase doesn't work, but the reason why is that Coinbase doesn't have all the crypto projects on it. By the time that these projects have made their way over to Coinbase, it's already run up in price way too much, and we've missed all the big profit-making opportunities. That's why we're buying projects early on MEXC. There's a link in the top pinned comment for both of them. All right, here's the last thing I want you guys to see about the Dogecoin chart, and we'll call it a day. All right, I'm on the Doge chart. I'm looking at a pretty long time frame. The last time that Dogecoin pumped, I want to point out some things to you guys. I've pointed a little of this out before. This is the RSI, okay? When it breaks above the 70% line on the RSI, it gives these peaks. These are what could be referred to as momentum peaks. Right now, this initial move, it's very similar here, okay? We just came over the 70% mark. We got rejected here, similar to getting rejected here in the past. This is our first tip of momentum that got us up to 20 cents recently. And all I want you guys to see right now is that we have a number of potential pumps coming that are going to be much bigger than the first pump that we've received. What I believe is that this 91% move on Dogecoin is just the beginning. This party with Dogecoin, the meme coins, Bitcoin, it's only just begun. And I think some of you guys are going to sell your bags and be thrilled that you made that kind of a return in only a 30-day window. But if you're looking at that RSI, if we have any form of a repeat the way we did the last cycle, think about it. Elon's been preparing this integration into X, potentially with Dogecoin, for years now, waiting for this moment. They're trying to get things into alignment. Now, it might not happen. It's all speculation. I am not friends with Elon. He didn't call me and share any of this with me. This is just my speculation on what's happening with this crypto project right now in this crypto bull cycle. But if I'm right, can I turn 20K potentially into 140 and then turn around and put that into a nice, stable, long-term investment, which might hit 300,000? It could happen. It's a journey. I'm sharing my story with you guys. I appreciate you joining me. Hit the subscribe to continue to get these types of updates. Love you all. Peace and blessings. Take care.